This is the Sith holonet broadcast. Civil strife on Jaguada. Once again, the sphere of diplomacy and expansion has delivered with more land for Imperial occupation. However, there seems to be some resistance on the colony of Jaguada. A retired diplomat named Katha has foolishly begun a media campaign against the core beliefs of the Sith Empire. She had managed to galvanize a small group of supporters named the Gandeus movement. The Emperor had assigned the sphere of Sith Philosophy and the SSB to deal with the matter. Sith assassin Merrick was chosen to spearhead the operation and had personally arrested Trock in her personal residence. Here is what Merrick had to say on the so-called peace of the Gandeus movement before the operation began.
Peace? Don't make me laugh. What they are saying is heresy of the highest order. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. In any case, once she is arrested, I'll be speaking with the governor of the colony to make sure things like this do not happen again.
In other news, the Ministry of Technology has announced that a new starship design has been developed, a frigate. This new ship class is designed for artillery and missile use to engage the enemy before their own guns can get into range. The Ministry of Production and Logistics is set to begin production within the next 6 weeks. Citizens, our empire needs your opinions on important matters within the empire. Speak your minds in the comments below and have a chance to be featured on the holonet. Join the empire today. Or else.
Hello everyone, my name is Colonel X and welcome back to Stellaris, our Sith Empire playthrough. Now last time we managed to secure a couple more colonies and some more space around Drummond Cass in the Outer Rim. And we managed to research frigates and get a couple of new factions within the Empire. Let's continue, shall we? Okay. Let's send our construction ship to truce. Small protests on Jaguada Prime. There were small protests on Jaguada Prime at Trock's recent arrest, but they didn't spread, and most of the populations accept charges we brought against her. Seems like her teachings weren't quite as revered as was thought. Good. So now the movement on Jaguada's been quelled, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's build our starbase in the truce system and get a new tradition. Let's get galactic ambition. We'll reduce our starbase upkeep by 20%. And let's can we upgrade? Yes. Let's upgrade the Drummond shipyard. Or Drummond station. Another construction ship's been completed. Build a mining station to extract the spice. And let's build another starbase in the Chorus system.
Tech upgrade complete.
Research complete. This type of star is old and the fusion process in its core have been slowed down. This allowed us to fly up much closer and study the fusion in greater detail. Eureka! Okay, so let us research paranoid. Unwilling to collaborate with others. Alright, so let's get physics lab efficiency. Colonial centralization. And defense platform hold points plus 500. There we go. Can we build any more buildings? Yes, we can.
New options available.
Should we build medical supplies? What can medical supplies do? Supplies, depending on technical level. Medical supplies consist of. Don't tell us for any reason why we should. Let's build. Please, let's build. Convenient mining. How thoughtful. Let's build.
Construction complete.
Let's build an alloy foundry. Construction ship. build those mining stations and send to survey that system, and then survey this one, the Barrison system. Okay, continue. Why don't we build some more of our new frigates? Go, increase our military power. Let's get heavy alloy forge. Go. So we can start forging some heavy alloys. Forges and deposits. Okay.
Construction complete.
Go. Let's build those research stations.
Research complete.
Okay, class. There.
Tech upgrade
Right.
complete.
You can now start surveying that system.
Construction complete.
Let's get ceramic metal infrastructure. Construction ship.
Tech upgrade complete.
Move to the Atora system, and we'll get. Let's research mining drone lasers. The Emperor shuttle lands and he surveys the landscape. The planet is surrounded by dark side energy. He noticed a crumbling structure in the distance. There were some that travelled with him that separated from the rest of the true Sith on their way to Drummond Cast, and this must have been where they end up. Dark places where few tread. Where is? The Emperor reaches the ruins of the Academy and studies the remnants of the Sith presence on this world. The Academy ruins yielded little in the way of new insights into the path of immortality. Instead, it appeared as if they were preoccupied by odd stories, ranging from a lost tribe to a failed quest for immortality. However, it did seem as if the Sith were pursuing something based off the legend of the two Sith Lords. According to the legend, Darth Noctis was pursuing the secret to immortality and went to Ixagol, an old bastion of the Sith. She came across a lowly creature that aided her survey using the lab of a Sith Lord named Darth Sanguis. She performed a ritual that led to the sacrifice of the creature. However, the ritual turned her into the same malformed creature that aided her and allowed Sanguis to be free of his deformed state. He returns to his ship empty-handed and sets the course to the site of the first ritual, the one that granted him even greater power. There are always some truth to legends. Okay. Reflective asteroids. As previously suspected, a large portion of the asteroids in question are composed of highly reflective iridium. Seer Tao believes that this material could be used for a kind of camouflage technique that scanners can hardly detect. Military applications of such a material are staggering to consider, even if it would take a millennia to utilize efficiently. Due to the difficulty of navigating out there, the crew suggests installing navigation buoys to ensure safe travel for our mining ships. And let's install them.
Construction complete.
So now we can get some heavy alloys in the Atora system. Construction ship. The shuttle makes landfall on the dead world of Nathema. Not so long ago, the planet was a valuable agri-world for the Sith. However, following a ritual performed by Darth Fisher using Sith magic and an ancient superweapon, the planet was turned into a desolate wasteland, only occupied by lone Vorclaws. In spite of this, the ritual of Nathema was hailed by Sith scholars as one of the crowning achievements of the old Sith Empire. Darth Vitiate sits and meditates, contemplating his next move. The ritual of Nathema was an ambitious attempt that succeeded. But what if it was possible to do it? Or what if it was perfected? What if it was possible to do it again?
Tech upgrade complete.
The ritual Nathema was possible through the Sith magic and use of an old super weapon called the Zildrog. This weapon was stored in a Sith temple and sits abandoned, awaiting reactivation. An attempt to do a ritual such as again would require more souls, a whole planet's worth of souls. The general populace was kept in the dark about the ritual. Anathema was removed from all records, leaving only the name of the ritual. Not only did it grant him a form of immortality, but ensured he was able to form the remnants of the old Sith Empire into his image. He could do it again if all the conditions were right. Dark fishes from nations are interrupted by growing dark side presence somewhere elsewhere, stronger than what he had felt on Yavin and Malachor. Something is stirring elsewhere in the galaxy. Maybe it is time to return to Drummond Castle and dwell on this further. Empowered trait. Let's have a look. Survey completed. Excellent. I see. Let's have a quick look if there are any Sith leaders. No. Sith alchemy.
New options available. Construction complete.
I suppose we could do that.
Tech upgrade complete.
Let's get afterburners. Bunker ball. You have traced the unusual electromagnetic radiation emanated from Elon 1 to a secret subterranean bunker hiding a mega computer the size of a battleship. Our researchers suspect that it may have been there for several thousand years, hard at work solving a single, very complex problem, the nature of it which still eludes us. When the crew attempted to interact with the computer, they discovered that the facility, which had been appeared both abandoned and unguarded, was in fact operated by a security AI, the highest purpose of which to be frying its visitors alive. As the crew defeated the AI, it broadcasted a message to an unknown recipient. We could either scrap it for parts, use it to boost our own research, or let it continue its calculations. Let's continue its mysterious calculations and complete this tradition. Excellent. We could either become the Crisis or something else. I don't think we should become the Crisis. Leader cloning. Film casting up with an identified ship sighted in the void. Their intentions are known. It would be prudent to assume the worst. Gravity world projection. Shared destiny. Executive figure. Block of costs. One vision. We could do galactic force projection to get, because we will need a lot of fleet. I mean, a lot of ships. Let's upgrade this building along with this one. Okay, that's improved working class conditions. Let's continue. Admiral Quintus Foss has been promoted. Excellent. Oh, gained a level, I should say. Let's get our construction ship and send that to the Elon system. And then build a starbase there. Maybe we should get some more frigates. There we go.
Probe droid deployed.
Excellent. Construction ship can build starbase. Let's get
Construction complete.
laser weapon improvements.
Tech upgrade complete.
Let's get basic data pads. Construction ship,
Tech upgrade complete.
build mining stations, and then build research. And let's get well, let's get sensors.
Tech upgrade complete.
And tradition. Let's get a new tradition. Okay, so which one should we adopt? So we could go for supremacy, or we could do a new Sith Order. Or we could do Imperial Agents. Let's go for a new Sith Order. Sith Doctrine. Because now that we've established ourselves, I think we should start rebuilding the Sith Order. Because it's only a collection of old Sith Lords. Not old, but still, been there for a long time. We need some new blood as well. Let's upgrade the first fleet. Alright, are you still producing? Alright, let's get another shipyard. Where's the flak battery? That wasn't there before. Let's get another shipyard.
Tech upgrade complete.
Let's get Drummond Calicar
Upgrade
shipyards.
complete.
Ziost, excellent. Inquisitor Sin, a local official from Drummond Castle, has impressed visiting Sith Imperial officials with her leadership abilities and good governance record. They have put her name forward to be given higher responsibilities with the Empire's governance structure. However, she is beloved by Drummond's Castle population. You should be sad to see her go. So we'd either get a new governor, or we could let's keep her on Drummond Castle. Let's keep her on Drummond Castle. We would, because we only need one governor at the moment.
Construction complete.
Okay, physics. Come on. There we go. Let's go. Ion weapon improvements. Naval Intelligence has reported several attacks on civilian shipping in our space within the last several months. The perpetrators appear to be deserters and other renegade elements from Drummond Castle. These criminals have been put together to make a makeshift space fleet out of heavily armed civilian hulls and are preying on our vulnerable trade routes in the Kelsunor system. They now call themselves the Dread Fiends. Fiends? Yeah, Fiends. Although crude, their vessels are a clear threat that cannot be ignored. Alert all commands, deploy the fleet.
Starbase under attack.
Deploy the fleet in defensive formation and launch fighters. This is the first fleet's first assignment. Deploy the fleet.
Preparing for jump to light speed.
Law. Have we?
Research
Okay.
facility destroyed.
That's not good.
Construction complete.
New research. Let's get hyperlane breaching. And let's set all these civilian ships to work. Mining stations. Waitlands colony. Survey. System. And survey system. Actually, survey system there, and then survey Yavin. And you can survey Stenos, and then Spintir. Okay. Continue. Our fleet's almost arrived in the Calusinor system.
Jump to light speed.
There we go.
Enemy base in range.
Let's attack. First, interstellar skirmish. Excellent. After the recent victory in the Calusinor system, Admiral Quintus Foss appears to have developed a new interest in naval theory. He's begun experimenting with some radically new strategies and tactics. Excellent. Okay. Let's send you to repair. Excellent work. Okay. Symbol of strength. With the growth of the Empire and expansion of our territories, it is time to provide our new home system with a starbase that is unparalleled in the galaxy. The time has come, whether it becomes a mighty fortress, protecting Drummond Cast, or a mega shipyard that will lift our armada into untold power, the Sith will rise. What are we researching at the moment? We could do a symbol of strength. Let's do a symbol of strength.
Complete.
Have you been repairing? Okay, that's better. Xenophilic activist on Relg. As our people begin stepping out into the stars, many have begun to wonder, what do we do when we find other life? On Relg, this topic has been especially prevalent in public discourse. This is mainly due to a certain troublemaker named Apprentice Zoch, who has begun calling for systems to be created to ensure the fair and equal treatment of all aliens. This ideology is becoming highly popular among new colonists, who are enamoured with the idea of Relg becoming a multicultural haven. They have begun to call him the Mediator and follow his advice, even before that of higher Sith Imperial authorities. He has been using this newfound authority to take a line that is far from that represented by the Sith Empire, has been described as a nuisance by our local authorities. He is a troublemaker. We'll send the SSB to arrest him. Cannot tolerate xenophile views within the Sith Empire. Can we? Sith Shrine. Send you to upgrade. Small protests. There were small protests on Railgate and Princess Yurt's recent arrest, but they didn't spread. Most of the populations accept charges we brought against him. Seems like these teachings weren't quite as revered as was thought. Good.
Upgrade complete. Construction
Very good.
complete.
We'll send you back to Drummond Cast. The Dark Council reports that the Emperor has felt a disturbance in the Force following his pilgrimage to Old Sith worlds. He senses a growing dark side presence somewhere in the Outer Rim that is slowly spreading. This strange flux of dark side energy is also felt by not only the Emperor, but members of the Dark Council and the Sith population in general. The Emperor recommends sending a survey team out to find the exact location of this mysterious force and assess if it truly threatens the Empire. It shall be done, my lord. Another dark side power. That's not good. It's not good at all. Yeah. Everything's going smoothly. Our expansion is being accelerated. And we've put down some minor rebellions along with pirates. And I think that's where I'll end it off for this week. Make sure to like, share, comment and subscribe, and make sure you comment on below on the events happening within the Empire to be featured in the Sith holonet at the start of each episode. My name is Colonel X, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye!